Hello, friends. How is everyone tonight? Oh my gosh. So, you guys, it is Wednesday. And I know I normally do my lives on Thursday, but tomorrow's my birthday and my anniversary. So, I'm going to hang out with my husband and my family tomorrow. Right? So, yeah, I'm super excited. Oh my gosh. Hey, everybody. Hi, Bex. Hi, Frank. Hi, Bernadette. Nice to see you. Oh my gosh, you know what? I kind of like Wednesdays. You guys tell me. Do you get happy celebration day? Thank you, Bernadette. So, do you guys like Wednesdays for this? I kind of been doing it on Thursdays, but kind of the Wednesday thing is kind of fun. Hi, June. Nice to see you. Thanks for being here. And I just noticed that I'm live on Facebook and YouTube. So far, no tech issues. Yay. Oh my gosh. So next week I won't be live because I'm going to be traveling. But I'm still going to be around. I was thinking of doing a sort of a pop-up possible meditation because it's so funny because when you're on, like, well, it's not really a vacation that I'm on, but when you're away and you want some of that sort of stability that your life usually is, hopefully, I was thinking, boy, maybe I'll just do a live, maybe I'll just do a pop-up live, so stay close. Hello, Yellow Rose. Oh, it's Marcy. Hi, Marcy. You like Wednesdays? Oh, good. Yay. Marcy, yeah, it's very exciting. Sorry. You know what? I just need to say before I jump in and start this, like everything I'm going to talk about. And then readings. Yes, we're going to do readings. I love watching people develop their gifts. And I'm sorry, I don't mean to call you out. Oh my gosh. But Marcy, oh my gosh, things are so developing for you, and I'm just so honored to be part of your journey. So yeah, just that's all I'm gonna say about that. It's so much fun. So much fun. Okay, so all right, now what are we gonna talk about today? This week on Patreon, because every week I have a theme on Patreon, right? This week on Patreon, it's about kind of coming back to yourself, and it's really kind of an interesting conversation. Okay. So here's my thing. First of all, wherever you are, however your day has been, let's take a nice deep breath and kind of arrive in this beautiful container that we have created and we continue to create. So take a nice deep breath for that and just allow yourself to arrive in the present moment. Yeah. Right? So what I want to talk about today is an interesting conversation, okay? The truth is that we all tend to drift occasionally, okay? And I hope that makes sense, right? We drift into other people's energy. We drift into expectations of ourselves. We overthink. We don't think enough. We even feel like we're not enough. We go into all of that space, all of those different things, right? And before you know it, if you're recognizing this, you kind of might feel a little off center. Okay? Not wrong. Not necessarily that anything's wrong. Nothing's broken. You just feel a little bit tilted. I'll just put it that way. And that's what I want to talk about today. Coming back to yourself, coming back to your energy. Not becoming someone new, not fixing anything, but kind of gently returning to who you are. And can't we all use a little bit of that right now? Just saying, if this makes any sense, coming back into your own energy. And your energy is actually really simple. It's not the pressure you put on yourself. It's not the stories or the shoulds. Okay? Your energy actually part of you. I'm up to sneeze. Wow. Okay, so wait. I have to take. Okay, before I even, I'll tell you guys a story. I've got a story, a spirit story. Oh my gosh, what is going on? Hopefully, I'm not going too far away. So, at any rate, okay. So, your energy is the part of you that feels steady. Okay? It's the part of you that knows. Ooh, I know that sounds mysterious. But your energy is the part of you that doesn't need to force anything or to prove anything. Okay? So, to further that, realignment isn't this big dramatic shift. Okay? It's kind of a subtle realignment. Okay? And it's that moment where the realignment is kind of that moment where you pause and you might take a breath and you stop sort of reaching outside yourself for a moment. Okay? You kind of stop asking, what should I do? But instead, you gently ask, what feels true for me right now? Okay. And there's several people on here that I know are going through stuff. Aren't we all going through stuff? I get that, right? But I think this is such a great conversation for all of us. However, there are some people that are on here that I know are going through some stuff. So I just want to throw that out, right? And here's the thing. Maybe the answer is just to rest. Maybe it's to slow down. Maybe it's to speak up. Or maybe it's to step back. But bottom line is, whatever it is, it comes from you, not the noise around you. Yep. And the more you allow yourself to come back to your own energy, again and again and again, because yes, we have to do this, ongoingly, the more natural coming back to your own energy becomes, okay? You start to recognize when you're drifting, or when you're in judgment of yourself. And then you start to return without the drama of it, without the force of it, without forcing it to happen. And there's kind of a peace in that if you think about it. That a kind of sort of quiet confidence that says, I can come back to myself. I know I can do that. So as we move through this space and I start giving readings, I invite you to let go of anything that you've been carrying that is not yours to carry. And we all have that. I carry the stuff of my daughter. If she's upset, I'm upset. I carry the stuff of my husband. If he's upset, I'm upset. You know what I'm saying? But allow your energy, I invite you to allow your energy to settle. Remind yourself, very simply, I am here. I am with myself. And I can realign at any moment. Okay? So I really wanted to start with that today because that's what we're talking about today. Okay? Now, all of that aside, I have a story to tell you. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay. Most of us that are on here know that if your energy is feeling a little wonky within your space, your house, your apartment, wherever you live, you can sage. Okay. Now, for whatever reason, I just haven't saged for a while. I don't know why. All right. So you probably kind of know where I'm going with this. It's really interesting. So I was on the phone today. There was nobody else in the house. Okay. And yes, we live in earthquake country, but I didn't have an earthquake. There was no earthquake. I'm sitting there on the phone, chatting with my bestie, and all of a sudden I hear this bang, like bang, and I'm like, somebody is trying to break into my house. Now, you'd think I would know better than that, right? So I'm sitting there, hey, Teresa. So I'm sitting there, hi, Rachel. Rachel. So I'm sitting there like, okay, I need to inspect what's going on. So I'm like, hello. I go into my room, nothing's going on. I go into the guest bathroom, which is my daughter's bathroom, and I'm like, something fell. I don't know what is going on. It was her shampoo bottle. Now, nobody had been home for a long time, right? So there was a couple hours, several hours actually, where nobody was around, and I don't really use that bathroom, the whole thing. So I'm like, I've been hearing some noises. I think I've got a spirit in the house. So I'm sitting there like, I need to sage. Oh my gosh, So I just had to tell you guys that story. I still haven't saged yet. So we shall see. If anything moves behind me, the window is not open. If anything happens, yeah, you know what, Bernadette? At first, I was creeped out. But then I started thinking, you know what? There's a spirit here that's ornery, because it wasn't creepy necessarily what was going on. It wasn't like, it didn't feel creepy. It just felt like I was creeped out, but I didn't, it just felt like something was different, So I had to laugh about that. And I had to tell you guys because I just thought it was hilarious. So at any rate, yeah, just wanted to share that with you guys. I know you've had those experiences too. Used to hear people, oh yeah, I've had, you know what, I'm going to do, and I'm going to get to readings any second, I promise. But what I'm going to do is I used to do a little thing because I used to do a radio show a long time ago. And I used to do this thing called Spirit Stories, right? So every week at the end of the show, I would do a spirit story. But there's so many of them now. It's kind of crazy. And Bernadette says, I normally tell spirits to F off. Oh my God. I know. That's the thing. And, I could go into a long-winded thing of this, but the reality is that you can just talk to them and tell them, you know what, you're creeping me out. Please don't do this. So if you ever have anything going on and, whatever it is, this spirit that's here, once I tapped into it and realized that it was spirit, I was like, this spirit is kind of just ornery. It's not bad. There's nothing bad happening, and it's interesting because on my private Facebook page, which is just for me personally, right? So I advertise when I'm going to be live, but I don't, because these people are like my high school friends and all of that kind of stuff, people that I don't really talk to that often. So I was like, oh, this ought to be interesting. So I typed a thing and I said, if you're creeped out by what I do, why don't you just come to a live and see? So I always have to laugh about that. Anyway, I'm all over the place, aren't I? There are spiritual and universal law they must respect. Yes, absolutely. And if you feel unsafe ever and you know it's a spirit or you feel it's a spirit, you tell them to leave. Okay? The more forceful you are, that shows them that there's no fear, because bad spirits feed on fear. Okay? So the more forceful you are, the more they will listen. Okay, so that's all I'm going to say about that. Just had to share that with you. So, okay. Anyway, I've got my new deck. Okay, the new deck, it's not really new, but it's the it's the Energy Oracle deck. I've got a new, and I have to tell you, I'm loving these cards. Okay, so you know what? I'm going to pull a card for all of us, and then I'm going to start reading. So bring it on, friends. Okay, so here is our card for all of us for our hour together, right? Oh, well, how perfect is this? and I've never pulled like most of these cards, right? So the thinking woman. Yep, that's me. I am the thinking woman. No, I'm not. But I wanted to, I just want you, okay, so basically what I feel like this card is saying is that now is our time together, and we are here together, and that's just really what feel like I'm supposed to say. Okay, we are all in this together. Okay, all right. So that's really what I want to say. So Beck says, what is this deck theme again? Oh, it's energy. It just says energy. Oh, here's the deck. I'll show it up to you. Oh, wait. Energy Oracle, and it is by, here's me. Yes. Okay. So I'm turning 61 tomorrow, and yes, I have to go like that. Sandra Ann Taylor. And I haven't pulled most of the cards in here for anybody yet because I only really use cards during lives. So it's kind of interesting. The cards are fantastic. They're really cool. Okay, so who would like a reading? I've got cards. I've got spirits behind me. Oh my gosh, I just realized I've got spirits behind me, friends, and they are waiting for us. Frank says, I would like for you to tell me what you see and if anything is unfolding for me regarding my son and wife. Do you see that May will be a reunited opportunity? Well, okay. So full disclosure, I've given Frank readings before. I know you miss. Okay, this is like, you know what? I know you miss your family. Okay, I know you miss that thing, but I really feel like that I'm supposed to tell you to look beyond. How can I say this? Look beyond a potential reuniting, because I see a better situation for you with somebody else. Now, that's regarding the wife, right? Not regarding this, obviously. Okay. Things are gonna have to start to mellow out. I'll say it that way. Things will be starting to mellow out over the summer. Okay. So I just want to say that. Yeah. So that's what I want to say about that. Now, I've got a spirit here. Honestly, I know I've brought through your father before, and I don't think that I've ever brought through, and you tell me, because I don't really remember readings, nothing personal to anyone, but I hardly ever remember readings, because if I took in all of that, it would be a big space. So there's a lot, right? Now, what I want to say about this is I've got a man, an older man, doesn't feel fatherly, feels grandfatherly. Did you have a relationship with your father's father? Okay. This feels like your father's father. Okay. No, you didn't have a relationship with him. Maybe that's why he's here. And the reason why I'm saying that is, Frank, is that I really kind of feel like that he's like a guide for you. Okay. And it's better when they're a guide, and it's somebody that was on earth that maybe you didn't know them very well. Sometimes not at all. Sometimes just very little. Okay. And the reason why I'm saying that is because there's no, okay, this is going to sound crazy because it is spirit, but there's no like preconceived, and it's on your end, I guess. There's no preconceived notions. Okay. So do you know much about your paternal grandfather? And the reason why I'm asking that, and I know any students that I have on here, I'm always like, don't ask any questions, that sort of thing. But Oh, wow. Seriously? Rachel, that is so cool. I could be wrong, but I'm really strongly feeling like you brought through this gentleman. You know what, though? I think it was his father, though. I feel like I know I've brought through your father before. But, okay, so let me get back to this man, okay? I understand that you don't know him and you don't know much about him. You met him once at 22. Okay, got it. We've talked about him before, though. Yes. Okay, Frank. Okay, that makes more sense to me now. He's coming through his energy. The more I'm talking, the more his energy is building and building and building all around me. Okay? So I want to say that. I'm really getting the feeling like he is your and I kind of feel like he's trying to make up for lost time. Like I'm getting that sort of feeling. Like I feel like I owe it to him. I owe it to him. Okay. Now on the other side, sometimes they're not exactly who they were here, and they see their mistakes that they made and all of that kind of stuff, right? So I just want to throw that out to you. Now, what I want to say about this is that he feels so strongly that he is in your corner, and he's saying, what I'm hearing him say is it's time for him, and he's saying this, and I agree with him. It's time for you to just mentally and emotionally cut the cord, okay? Cut the cord emotionally, okay? Now, at the same time, his son at 92 passed 2 days ago. Oh, wow. My dad's oldest brother. Okay, gotcha. Crazy. So the bottom line is he is here for you. He is the biggest cheerleader for you. And he doesn't kind of like that I said it that way. I'm just saying. But he wants you to know that he is in your corner and he is doing everything he possibly can to maneuver through this bad sort of time for you. Okay. All right. So I want to say that. Now, the other thing that he's saying is that, he's like, this is what he's saying. He's like, okay, Frank, he's saying, you are so much more aware of your emotions than he ever was and your dad ever was. Okay? You're very aware of your emotions. And that's actually going to really, really help you in this situation. Okay? He's saying, he's like, do not sell yourself short. There is going to be somebody out there that is so much more loving for you and more in your corner. I feel like this is him talking, right? You're so good at taking care of everybody. You're so good at taking care of everybody. It's time for you to try to meet somebody that's going to help take care of you. You deserve that. You have given and given and given and given and given, like your whole life. And this is him talking. This isn't me. He's like, you've given and given so much to so many people. It's time for you to allow other people to take care of you. Okay? So, I hope you're not mad at me for that message. And I am going to pull an energy card for you. I mean, here's my thing. And you know what I really want to say about this? And I just said, I hope you're not mad at me for this mess. And I do bless me. Thank you. Here's what happens sometimes. And this has happened 2 times recently. Okay. I'll be giving a reading. Somebody that, I'm not cheap. Somebody that comes to me for a reading. and I tell them what I'm getting and they don't like the answer, right? So they don't, because, so what happens is they don't like the answer and then they revert back to, well, what about this? What about that? What about this? And so I feel like that, as a medium, it's my job just to give you the message, what I'm feeling. So whether that's through mediumship, whether that's psychically, it's my job to give you the reading for your highest and greatest good. But whether or not you choose to follow that or just bring that into your energy is up to you. And I have been feeling bad that there have been, and I'm not talking about you, obviously, Frank, but like people just, it's like you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make them drink, So at any rate, okay. That being said, here is your, Frank, you're going to die when you see this card. And oh my gosh. Oh, I'm like in tears. Oh my gosh. And I have pulled this card before. I forget who for, but I pulled this card before and it says happy family, right? Let me explain. Okay, so do you see the people, the mom and the dad and the two kids, right? They're all kind of equal. Okay? This is what I'm getting. Oh my God, and it's so strong and I've got such wow, They're all equal on here. On this card. Your situation with your wife has not been equal. Okay? It was like the needs of the person, and I'm sorry I'm being blunt. Here's me apologizing again. So it's up here, the needs of this person, but your needs are like way down here. Okay. Now I'm not including your son because that's different. Like I feel like that this is truly all about, this is about, your spouse. Okay. There is, and your grandfather even said this, there's somebody out there where it's going to be perfect. Okay. But you have to come back into your own energy. Okay. Spend time understanding your energy before moving forward. Okay. So whenever we go through some sort of weird breakup or, whatever, it's really important and this could be true for anybody on here. Okay. So taking that time to come back into your own energy before you move on. Okay. So Frank, you're just an extraordinary human being. Your energy is so beautiful and you're just so giving and caring and caring and caring and caring and kind. And I just want you to know that. Don't stop caring, but allow yourself to be taken care of sometimes too. Boom. That's what I want to say. Much love to you. Okay, so first of all, hi, Jamie. You know what, Jamie? Jamie, you are next. And please don't ever, anybody else, if anybody requested a reading, before that, please don't take it personally. Spirit tells me who I'm supposed to choose. So please. I know, what is up with me today? I'm like apologizing and what is going on? All right, so what can I do for you? Wondering if anyone is coming through for you. Is there somebody specific you'd like to hear from, Jamie? Let me see. Oh my goodness. I've got this lady, oh my gosh. Tell me if you know who this is. This is so much fun. I hope that, the Wi-Fi keeps your brother or your best friend. Okay, let me just tell you what I just saw. This lady, okay, so the door to this room is over here. I just, in my head, I wasn't looking over there, but I could feel it and sort of see it in my mind. Somebody coming through the door, skipping in. And it's a lady, and she's very thin. At first, I thought she was older, but now I'm not sure. So I'm going to keep the age out of it. But this lady is skipping in, and then she just went, "Here I am." Just saying. Oh my gosh. Okay, so is there any chance you know who this might be? This lady's energy is loud. Okay, I'm supposed to say it this way, don't ask me. Loud, proud, and unapologetic. That's what I'm supposed to say, right? So do you know who this is? Could this be your best friend? I'm kind of, honestly, I kind of feel like this could be like a grandmother. And I'm sorry about that. But again, what is up with me apologizing? I'm not apologizing anymore. No more. So, oh my gosh, this lady is so much fun. She is starting to show her face to me. I'm seeing like white or gray hair. I can't quite tell how the length of it. You have grandmothers in the beyond. Okay. So much fun. So much fun, this lady. And I feel like that the reason why she sort of skipped through the door and came in and did this big "I'm here" kind of thing, I feel like that she was really, when she was here, her last days on earth here, she was completely out of it. Yeah, so I just want to say that. She's, for some reason, okay, so this is kind of weird, but this is kind of my life. Right before my husband's grandmother passed away, I went up to, the day before actually, I went up to the hospital and, excuse me, and I saw her laying there in her own, and she was breathing like, you kind of know what's coming soon, right? And she had been, and I think this is why I'm being shown this. She had been kind of okay for a while, and then all of a sudden, boom, like it just became like she was just out of it, and then she passed. But I feel like that there was a period of time. So tell me who this is to you, Jamie. I really would like to know. Yeah. So there's that. This lady is so full of beautiful, loving energy. And I feel like that she was her whole life. She just, it was kind of like, I feel like I'm being shown her smile. And that was maybe one of your grandma. Okay. And I feel like that smile, there was something about her smile. You just knew everything was going to be okay when you saw her smile. Okay, so I'm saying that. I want to get a couple more validations so we can be sure who this might be. Okay, so she's also telling me there's something about, oh, you're going to laugh about this. There's something about a flower, and it's kind of like, not really a daisy per se, but maybe like a Gerber daisy or something. But she's showing me something. I don't know if, yes, she was very loving and kind. Okay, so I'm there. It's almost like what she's showing me is like an emoji. Oh, right, like like an emoji with colorful, in the shape of like a daisy, but colorful all the way around. Okay, did she have a thing about Gerber daisies or spring flowers, that sort of thing? Because that's kind of what I'm getting. That is what I'm getting, not kind of. Okay. I don't know, like, if, I'm not exactly sure. Not that you know of, but it's interesting. Okay. Hi, Kelsey. Thanks for being here. Um, okay, that's fine. There's something about the daisy. There's something, maybe, oh, thank you. She's telling me that that is kind of, she wants that to be her sort of symbol. That whenever you see a Gerber, she's specifically saying Gerber daisy. So, and if you don't know what they are, look them up. They're gorgeous. That's my favorite flower. Like daisies and Gerber daisies. Oh. So what she's saying is whenever you see one, she wants you to think of her. Oh, she's so sweet. Oh my gosh. Do you know, were you around when she passed? Do you know if like kind of doing okay and she wasn't doing okay? Does that make sense to you for her passing? So if you could give me a yes or no, right? I agree, Bernadette. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I've always been drawn to daisies too. They're just like, they're like happy, you know? So there you go. Okay, so Jamie, say that again. Oh yeah, I did go out. She wants you to know that when you see a Gerber daisy, she wants you to think of her. Okay. And here's my question. Do you know how she passed? Like, do you know, like, was she kind of doing okay? A little slow and you were worried about her, and then all of a sudden she wasn't okay and then she passed. So, but I do feel like that she was sort of in like she was in the hospital and unconscious for a little while before she passed. Okay. And I was just wondering if you knew how she passed and if that makes sense to you. There's something about, and tell me, do you, she's showing me a young man. She's highlighting a young man. So I'm kind of wondering if you have a son, because I feel like that she's highlighting this young man, and like I feel like that she's doing this, like her chest is like way out, like super prideful. Like whenever somebody does that, you know? Right. Okay, good. Okay, so yes, that makes sense. Good. Yeah, it feels like it's your grandmother. Okay. So tell me if that makes sense about, like, do you have a son, and would she have known him? And even if she didn't, and I know you know this, but you know, even if she didn't know him, um, there's she can be really proud of him and all of that. Yeah, she's having your very like huge amount of pride for your son, and also there's something happening with your son, and she wants you to know that everything is going to be great. Everything is going to work out. Is he like getting ready to go to college or something, or like there's like an event in his life, and it's going to keep. Oh yes, she knew him. He was young when she died. Okay, is he getting ready to go to college or something? Because I just feel like a life event is happening, maybe a marriage or something like that. So very proud, very proud. And she is going to be front and center. I feel like a graduation. I don't know. Tell me if that makes sense to you. He's trying to make partner at his law firm. Okay. All right. I feel like that is coming. She's, you're going to laugh. I feel like she just whispered in my ear. She whispered in my ear and she's like, I'm going to help out with that. Oh my God, she's awesome. I love this lady. Did she have like kind of a bigger personality? I wouldn't say she's like flat, you know, all the time, but I feel like that she had like kind of a bigger personality. She, you know, he has a 1-year-old son. Oh, I love that. Oh, yes. She's very proud of him too. However, she is telling me, oh, that's, yeah, okay. So she's telling me that, yeah, it's, she's telling me that she's very proud of your grandson, but there's something, she's got something in her heart for this man who is hopefully about to make partner at his law firm. Oh my gosh, that's so great. I love that. Love that. So, okay. Um, okay, so I'm asking her for last little messages, and she's saying to me, she's like, she's actually, I'm sorry to say this. Oh my God, saying I'm sorry. I gotta stop that. But it's really interesting because what I'm hearing from her is she is telling me what a great thing this is that she can do, like that she can talk to you from beyond, you know? And she's saying that she loves that she can do that. She thinks that this whole thing is just amazing. And she wants to tell you, don't forget about the Gerber daisies or the daisies. Okay, don't forget about it. So whenever you see one, you can just like look up and go, hi, Grandma. You know, that's what I do. You know, whenever I see certain things that remind me of loved ones that have passed, that's what I do. I just kind of look and go, hey. Oh my gosh, I love this. All right, so, all right. Thank you for sharing Grandma with us. Beautiful. I buy them all the time too. Oh, that's probably why she said that. Oh my gosh, that's so great. I just love this. Okay. Thank you, Jamie. That's funny. All right, so who is next? Oh, look at this. I can go way to the top. I know I'm crazy. I am just crazy. Okay. Oh, Bernadette. Bernadette. I love that. Wait, I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see. What am I doing? Trying to look up. Okay, I know you posted your question and I'm trying to find it, Bernadette. Oh my gosh. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. Yay. Okay, it says, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show it on the screen. Any messages from my unborn kid or kids from other planners? Do you mean planets? Is that what you mean? When I was a mermaid, I think I lost a son, Merson. You know, I just, you and your past lives. You know what? I'm sure we were friends in a past life. There is not even a question. You know, I just think you're amazing. Oh my gosh. I love that you're just open and you are just who you are. No apologies. Love that. Okay, so wait, I got new. Other planets. Right, or heaven. I understand. Okay. Let's see. Do you have a connection? Okay, now, again, questions, right? No questions. Not supposed to ask questions. I'm feeling a sense of connection to New Orleans. And the reason why I'm saying that is because I am seeing a man doing the you know, the one of the parades, like after a funeral or a wedding or whatever. Do you have a connection to New Orleans? You know, it could even, if you don't have a connection to actual New Orleans, do you like Cajun food? Or like, what is this? Why am I getting this? Tell me, is the bottom line. What can you tell me about why I would be seeing a man with one of the, I don't know, a baton type thing, leading the parade? You know, I don't know if you're not familiar. In Haiti, it's similar. Oh, awesome. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Great. Okay. So I'm glad you're here, by the way, in the United States. You are in the United States, right? I mean, I'm assuming, because I think we talked about it once before. So, okay. So this man, you're from Haiti. It's similar food and culture. Right. Okay. Glad you're here. Safe is why I'm glad you're here. And yes, we're back. Keep cutting out, but we got this. You're in Canada. Okay, well, whatever. You're away from there because it's dangerous there right now. Okay, so anyway, aside from that, all right, this man, I feel like I'm just going to give you what he's giving me, and you can tell me who this is. I feel like I'm sitting up really straight. He wants me to sit up really straight. I feel like that I want for you better than I had. Okay, so I am as this man, I feel like that I want more for you. Like I have very high expectations for you. Okay? I'm not feeling like this is your father though. I'm feeling like this is somebody else. Could be a teacher, could be, but I have very high expectations for you. Okay? Sitting up straight, doing your best, doing your best, allowing yourself to just be who you are supposed to be so that you can help the world. I feel like that it's about you being helpful to the world. Very interesting guy. So tell me, Bernadette, who could this be? I'm also feeling like oh, grandpa maybe? You don't remember him, but I used to talk to him a lot as a child. Okay. He has very high expectations for you, but in a good way, not in a like you have to do better in school or you have to do this, not like that. It feels like I feel like as him, I feel like I have very high expectations. I feel like, and you tell me, what is the woo-woo over there called? I can't think of what it is. I'm actually at rock bottom right now, feeling like crap. That's probably why he's here. Okay? So let's just say that and get it out of the way. Okay? He's here because you need to move forward out of the rock bottom. There are so many people that are in a rock bottom place right now. Voodoo, is it called voodoo or is it called something else? I felt like it was called something else. Bottom line is that I feel like that it was big and it was something that he wants you to set that aside. I don't know if you even dabble in that, but he wants you to set aside the voodoo and he wants you to come into yourself. And he's like, and the reason he's telling me this now, he's like, the reason why I am here is because he wants you to come back into your energy, who you know you are. Because you, and this is him talking, but I agree, you are a beautiful soul. You don't give yourself enough credit. But there are so many people around you that know this about you, that know you're a beautiful soul. You're such a lovely human being. He's saying to me, he's like, unless you really know Bernadette, you don't know quite, you just don't know what a beautiful soul she is. So the people that just meet you, sometimes they don't understand you, that sort of thing. His name, let's see. I'm getting a B name. That might be his name, or it might be his name, or it might be somebody. Oh, a B, Bernadette, which is kind of silly. Yeah, I'm still getting a B name. I'm not getting an actual name. I'm getting B. So just throwing that out there too. Also, I'm getting that this is a time when this might not make, this kind of doesn't make any sense to me, but it doesn't need to make sense to me. It needs to make sense to you, right? This time right now, I'm going to keep my eyes closed so that I can connect with him a little bit more. This time for you is for you to find yourself. Let go of the things that you cannot control and come back to yourself. Wow. Wow. That was like channeled. I don't even remember what I said. I'm going to rewatch the replay. Let go of the things you can't control. I remember this part. Go of the things you cannot control and come back to yourself. And own that you are a soul of source, a soul of God, universe, whatever you want to call it. Okay? That makes a lot of sense. Good. Because I want you to know that. I understand, we all go into that space, at least once throughout our lives, most of us, a lot more than that. You go into that space where you feel like you're at rock bottom. But guess what? If we learn to get rid of the things that we cannot control and push them away, then what's going to be left there in that space is the beauty of life, the joy of life. It's kind of like getting rid of the emotions and the, getting rid of all of the stuff that does not serve you on like a spiritual level, And this is really interesting too, because I'm supposed to tell you, if you don't already have a clear quartz, if you don't already have a clear quartz, I want you to, and the screen keeps going black, and I'm like, no. Okay, so go get yourself a clear quartz. And when you feel like you're at the lowest point, hold on to the clear quartz. Okay? Don't allow anybody else to touch it. Get yourself a beautiful one and just sit there with it. Okay? No, it is not your time. I know, I'm sorry. It is not your time to cross over yet. Okay? I feel so disconnected here. I know if I cross, they'd send me back. I feel the urge and crave peace. Of course you do. But guess what? It's not your time to cross. Okay? Yes, so much love to you, Bernadette. You've got, now I know that you don't know anybody else on this live right now. Okay? But we are here for you. We are all sending you love and healing. Okay? And go get yourself that clear quartz. Okay? If you can, I hope you can. Get a clear quartz and hold on to it, and you will feel the energy. Spirit is with you. It feels like you have dementia. I'm so sorry that you feel that way. And I wish for you so much love. This man whose name starts with a B, who I don't know. Yes, Jamie and Bex, we are all with you. We're standing here with you. We're sending you love. We're sending you healing. We are with you. And Spirit is with you. This man whose name starts with a B, he's with you. He is with you. Okay? And know that we are going to, tonight I'm not going to say we, but tonight in my evening meditation, I'm going to lift you up and I'm just going to hold you up there for Spirit. Okay? He's probably an ancestor. Yeah. Well, yeah, because it feels like, because of the Cain thing, not Cain, but yeah, the Cain thing. And yeah, so, Bernadette, I want you to know that you are loved. Okay? You are loved. You are loved by us, but you are loved by Spirit and Source. And you have a purpose here. And guess what? You being so open and vulnerable on this live is showing people that it's okay to be vulnerable. Do you know how many people you're probably helping right now? So imagine that, okay? And sit with that. And Beck says, you know, a little, through these lives, but Earth needs you. Absolutely. So much love to you, Bernadette. And tonight in my meditation, I will send you healing and love, pure love, pure love. Okay? All right. Much love to you. All right. So now I am going to, because guess what? Oh my gosh, I got some, like a really cool thing to say here. Really cool thing to say here. So I told you at the beginning, tomorrow is my birthday, but guess whose birthday it also is? Well, a couple people like Charlie Chaplin and stuff, which is cool. But tomorrow is Denise Lynn's birthday too. She's like, we have the same birthday. I just love that because I love her. Oh my gosh. It's like, I really want to take like one of her things, you know, like week-long things, you know, that sort of thing. I really would love to like just hang with her. So at any rate, okay. So here is our final card of the night for all of us. Thank you for the wishes. I appreciate it. And this is from the Sacred Forest deck, Denise Lynn's. Yay. Okay. She also has a new card deck coming out. Yes, I know. And of course, I'm going to get it because, you know, it's Denise Lynn and all. Okay, so here's, oh, this is so amazing. Oh my gosh, look at this. The card I pulled is Purity and the Unicorn. The magic is within you. The magic is within all of us. All of us. The magic is pure and it's here and it's right now, staying in this high vibration. Right? It's pure and it's magic. And just know that Spirit has your back. Right? Know that. Believe that. Live with that. And know that the magic is pure. The magic is right there. The magic is with us always. So what I want you to do is take that with you for the rest of the night. Okay? And know that Spirit will not leave your sides always. So, all of that being said, thank you so much. I appreciate you all. And so my website is laurialbert.com. My spiritual community, the Spirit Room, is Patreon. It's free to join. Free, right? So patreon.com/Lauri Albert. Okay. And, if you'd like to donate, you can go to my website, laurialbert.com/donations. So, and my Venmo. My Venmo is @Spirit-Room. So here you go. I hope everybody has a beautiful night. I won't be live next week, but the following week I will be live. So much love to you all. Hope everybody has a beautiful night and namaste.